Kia ora.
Uh, G'day.
I'm Kylie. I'm Crafty Mama on Instagram and Ravelry.
I'm Jill, and I am Tina Yarn on Instagram and Ravelry.
Welcome to our knitting podcast. I was just discussing how cold it is, and I just said our bedspread. I haven't even, it's been so cold that I just got the duvet inner out, the winter duvet inner out, and just chucked it on the bed. Like I haven't even put it inside the bedspread.
I thought Australians called it a doona.
We do, but
Oh, you were being like multilingual.
well, I don't want my kids to be weird at school, so I try to use the Kiwi words.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah,
Oh,
so
very
that
good.
they don't suddenly say doona and then, the whole class laughs at them.
Yeah. Oh, that's very nice. Nice mum.
Try to be. I'm sure I'll screw them up some other way, but How are you, Jill? Are you well?
I'm well, thank you. Yes, very well.
That's
We've
good.
had a busy, it's been 3 weeks, I think, nearly.
It has, well,
Yeah.
after
But we did see
after
each
my
other.
retreat. Sorry?
Yeah. We did see each other, like in
We
real life
did, yes.
last week.
But it was my 40th birthday and it was May the 4th. So we had a May the 40th birthday party,
Yes.
Star Wars themed,
Yes.
and it was very fun.
We
Yeah.
were comparing our glittery nails before.
Yeah. One's fallen off, but yeah, we've got Star Wars nails. Yeah.
Galaxy nails.
Yep. Yes, so we've seen each other, but we were a bit shattered after the party to
And we were doing other things. We
yeah.
don't always knit when we see each other. Must be that.
No,
Oh, we usually knit.
we usually do. I think that might be the first time we haven't knitted when we've seen each other.
Probably. We did a
Maybe.
little bit of sightseeing in Dunedin where we weren't knitting.
That's true. That
Yeah.
counts.
Yeah.
So we do other things.
Yeah.
And I got COVID at spitting camp at Marja Craft Camp, so that was awful. And then I gave it to my dad because my parents were over from Australia, and my whole family, of course, got it. But we're all better now, and I've just been packing, been
Yeah.
doing lots of packing because we're
Yeah.
moving in 2 weeks.
2 weeks moving day. Wow.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
It's
That's a busy weekend.
it's 2 weeks till we get the keys to our new house
Wow.
today.
Today.
So I
Gosh.
don't know what my new podcast setup's going to be.
Yeah. I mean, from where I'm looking, it doesn't even look like you've started packing, you know?
Well, I haven't here.
Oh, yeah.
There's kind of, because we've had so much time to pack, there's kind of boxes just like scattered throughout our house. It's kind of random. But
Yeah.
also, we're only moving 2 streets over.
Mm.
So I've been packing the sort of non-essentials.
Yeah.
But we get the keys on a Thursday. We don't actually move until the Tuesday.
Hmm.
As in furniture, we'll get removalists on the Tuesdays, and we don't have to hand the keys back from here until the following Monday.
Oh, wow. Well,
So
that's
we've
good.
got a lot of time for us to
Yeah.
just like chuck everything in the car
Yeah.
and go
Walk
over
around with
and
the
dump
box.
stuff, basically. Well, my plan is that I'm gonna sequester the big car that week
Hmm.
after we get the keys, and every afternoon I'll come home from work, we'll pack the car, and then I'll tell the kids I'll meet them over there. They can scooter over or something, and we'll go over and we'll unpack. So we can do at least one carload every day.
That's pretty good. That's quite
Yeah.
nice doing it. You could even like get most of the kit because what takes the longest is the kitchen, eh?
Yeah. Yeah.
The kit,
So
like
yeah.
packing the kitchen and unpacking the kitchen, I reckon that's the longest.
Yeah. So I haven't even started in the kitchen because I'm kind of aware that we can just chuck stuff in the car and take it over, and it's probably a bit of a waste of time to pack it.
Mm.
But this weekend we have to buy a new fridge because we're downsizing. So
Hmm.
we're going from a double door to a 420 litre.
Yes.
So 420 litre fridge for a family of four is going to be a little tight, but we'll manage. We'll
Just
just
one fridge and then a freezer in the garage or something.
We could if we wanted to, but we're
That's
going to
what we
try
do.
and, yeah, we're just going to try and do just the one. And we need to buy a new dining table and a new, what else do we need? Oh, a second TV,
So you haven't had
because
much knitting time and you're not going to have much knitting time.
no, and I'm doing a test knit, which is due in 2 weeks. So, you
Mm.
know, so this is the test knit. Let's talk knitting. Okay, so I've been working on this. This is the Calypso cardigan,
Mm.
Black Cat Knitting Company. So this is her third Calypso pattern, unless she's done a hat. I don't think she has. So she's done the sweater in this lightweight. It's kind of a sort of a sport weight.
Mm.
And then she did the heavier one in the worsted weight, and now she's doing the cardigan. So it's a
Oh,
steeked garment.
yeah.
Let me just put my needle stoppers on so I don't pop it off, because I've got it all bunched up because that's how I like to knit.
Mm-hmm.
But oh, I'm at the steek. You can see my steek. I finished the color work last night.
Oh, cool.
So it's hard to show. See, there's the steek.
Oh, yeah, nice. Yeah, I can
So
see.
this has come up quite subtle.
Mm-hmm.
My color work is quite subtle. It's not as pronounced as hers. It's very hard to show. I'm very sorry.
Oh, and I
There we
can
go.
see it. Yep, so it's gold. Yeah.
Yeah, so the main color's gold, and that's the spin cycle yarn
Yeah,
in the
nice.
top.
Yeah.
So I finished the spin cycle last night. It is more subtle than most, but I really love that bit. That bit through there is kind of what I was expecting, but
Yeah.
you never know what you're going to get with spin cycle. And it turned out to have a bit of this kind of muddy, yellowy green stuff in it. And
I quite like that.
yeah, it's fine. But I ended up cutting some out like a little ball and moved into this colorway.
Yeah.
And
The picot around the edge is really beautiful.
it's so beautiful. And I was gonna do the main color inside because I was
Mm-hmm.
like, well, then I can save my spin cycle. But I'm so glad I didn't, because it's a cardigan. You're gonna see both sides, and it's so
Mm.
beautiful inside as well.
That's really nice. Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
cool.
So that's pretty much all I've been working on.
I'll be making a cardigan as well.
Ooh, let's see.
I'm doing I'm following the Guatemala cardigan pattern from Mr. West.
Stephen West. Yeah,
I
cool.
seem to be knitting a lot of his patterns lately. Um,
And this is with your hand spun, yes?
this is all my hand spun. So
Mhm.
rather
Cool.
than marling though, because he's doing two 4-ply together, and my
Yep.
as much as I love all how that looks, the things I've made like that are too heavy,
Yeah.
and I don't wear them.
Yeah.
So I'm using my hand spun, which is around about sport weight, and I'm holding it with some this like it's kind of a lace weight from so it's a linen cotton.
Is that one of the wool-on cones?
Yeah, no, it's not. It's from I kind of think it's from Anna Grattan a long time ago.
Oh, yes, she does the cones as well. Yeah.
I think I bought this when Creative Fibre had their yearly thing at Waiuku, no, Pukekohe. So like
Yep.
it was like years ago.
Wow.
Yeah. So and I also so that's what I'm onto now. But for the body I'd used leftovers from my um the BFL silk lace that I got.
Mhm.
And if you remember, I held it together and I knitted the
The Louie and Lola one? Is
no,
that the one?
the
No.
Tanis Fibre Arts one,
Oh,
the one with the keyhole at the back.
yeah, yeah, yeah. I don't remember the name of the pattern.
Oh, neither. But anyway, I had some left and it was blues at the end, so I used
Perfect.
that throughout the body, and I'm just started using that one for the arms. So I'm onto the arms.
I
So
love the pop of orange.
yeah, so that was I made the orange in our spin week
Yep.
that we did.
Spin
Yeah,
together. Yep.
yeah. Oh, haven't washed it. Haven't
It
washed this one. I
So
haven't
with the
washed
orange,
any of it.
so with the orange, because it's ribbing, it should shrink, but
That's all right because I did it on the fatter needles thinking it would. Yeah.
yeah,
So
but the rest
I
did.
didn't go down a needle size. So we'll see. And I've done it a
Yeah,
little bit longer than but it's kind of bomber jackety
nice.
kind of length, or maybe a little bit longer than bomber jacket length, longer than I would normally do my crop sweaters anyway. Um, yep, so just started the arms.
Well done.
I
See, not doing color work makes a big difference. I've been working on this for 2 or 3 weeks
Well, it's
now.
also fatter yarn, I mean, and big needles
True.
like
What
number
size
four,
needles though?
4 millimeter.
I'm on 375, so I'm not far behind.
Mhm.
Oh, maybe I'm on 3.5.
But I weighed, no, I didn't weigh. So you know how um, so my hand spun isn't smooth, right?
Hmm.
So rather than weighing, I measured. So I measured bits off for the arms
Yep.
rather than weighing. I don't know
So
how
you
far
measured the
it'll go.
length.
Yeah,
Yeah. Well, that's actually because handspun is not perfect. That's the
yeah.
right way to do it. Yeah.
So I don't know how far it'll go. I've got some grey if I need to finish off the arms
Nice.
as a dark bit at the end. So yeah, we'll see. Started the art. I started the art. I haven't. The body didn't take very long because it's garter. There's no purling.
Perfect. I love
Um,
it.
and I was going to do the arms flat, but now I'm purling. So yeah, the arms are going to take a bit longer, I think.
Mm. And you have to pay attention too, because it's really easy to do 2 knit rows. Have you done that yet?
No, not yet. Not yet. So in saying that, I've only done I've only done 8 rows. So
Just pay attention.
yeah.
Don't get distracted.
And they're supposed to be quite fitting sleeves, so I'm going to have to start putting markers in where I'm doing the decreases and that kind of stuff. Yeah. Anyway, I found it, and I think it's actually going to be pretty cool
I
as
think it
well.
will. It's really nice.
Yeah. Although again, it's quite heavy, so I don't know how much wear I'll get out of it. I should get it finished quick, or it'll be next year's wear.
If you could finish it by tomorrow, you could wear it in
Well, that's
Wellington.
when I've got bits of fluff in my mouth. Um, that's when I started it. I thought, oh, I wonder if I can finish this in a week and a half. No. Maybe that's all I've knitted. But I also decided I needed some new gloves
Ooh,
for my trip south
very
tomorrow.
practical
Yeah,
accessory.
yeah.
Hmm.
So, um, here are my new gloves.
Ooh,
They're
they're
just
really nice.
like sock hand ones, I guess.
Yep,
You know, and that I started them like socks.
yep.
Yeah. 56 stitches. I was because it seemed to be on a Stephen West kick right at the moment, and I was looking at his new socks that his pattern he's put out, and they've
They're
got
really nice, right?
daisy stitch ones.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I thought, oh, before I buy that, I'll just see if I want to play with daisy stitch. And do I want to knit a pair of socks in them? I don't. I've done 2 rows here, and I did
Yep.
2 rows here.
Right. And that's enough for you.
That was enough. Yeah. There's a lot of farting around.
I've
Um,
never done that stitch, so
yeah,
yeah.
you do knit 3 together.
Uh-huh.
Um,
And then yarn
so knit
overs.
1, yarn over, knit 1, and all pulls off. And then the next row you
Oh, yep.
purl. Yeah.
Hmm.
Mm. So you get a little bump. I mean, I think that, so I did, as I said, did 2 rows of the pattern, and I think you need at least 2 rows to see it.
Right.
Like when I did 1 row, you couldn't really see it, but it's yeah,
That's cool.
it's quite nice. Beautiful yarn. So this is some merino alpaca. No, it's
Mhm.
not. It's Polworth alpaca from Kiwiana in the army colorway. It's like got little flecks of like it looks like kind of camo.
I can see all the flex. It's
Yeah.
really cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I just did a little twisted ribbit the bits. And they're quite
Nice.
long arms as well.
I
Um,
really like the length of them.
I'm really enjoying these, and because I did them on my nice needles I got last year in Melbourne,
Your
I'm going to,
prim needles.
sorry,
Prim?
my prim needles, yeah,
Yep.
which was quite nice. And I thought, because when I was knitting them, I thought, I'm sure I knit myself a pair of gauntlets last year to go to Bendigo, but I
Mm.
couldn't find them anywhere. And
Oh,
I've just found them today in the pockets of a coat. So
probably the coat you took to Bendigo.
yeah, that's right. It's never been worn since all year. Anyway, so that's
Oh,
my finish. And I also finished a pair of socks, which were a gift. So they've gone and been worn.
very good. Did we ever see them?
They were those purpley ones. I think, oh, you saw them on my dining table when you were
Oh,
here
yeah,
last. Yeah.
yeah, yeah.
Mm. Um,
Well, I was doing some baby knitting. I think I showed that start of it last time, the little Emma Asked cardigan,
mhm,
white with the flex.
too.
So I finished that, gave it to my mum to take back for my sister, and then I was like, oh, I've got yarn left, so I should make a matching beanie. So I started the beanie the day before they left and I didn't finish it. So I'll just have to post it. But I did the Pearl Soho free beanie pattern, and it was huge.
Mm,
Um, it's meant to be for a newborn, and I looked at it and I was like, it was, probably this wide, which, if you compare it to me, is not that small, whereas newborn, we have small heads in my family,
but,
okay?
yeah.
So I looked at it and I was like, there's no way that would have fit any of my babies. And I know my sister has small babies as well. So I finished that one and I will send it. But I've now cast on I've got more leftover yarn. I've now cast on a much smaller one. So all I did was, I think the cast on amount was 108 and
Mm,
it did decreases in, I was doing a pattern on it to match the Emma Asked, which has repeats of 6.
mhm,
So I actually just subtracted a set number of repeats. I think I got rid of 24 stitches. I think I went down to like 80
yeah.
something stitches and it's looking better.
Mm,
Yeah, I just sort of went, meh, I think I wanted about that size. How many less is that?
yeah.
So, yeah, I'm happy now. It
Yeah.
looks good now. So I'm only about this way through it, but that's
Yeah.
been my work knitting. So it's been good. Hmm.
Nice. Oh, cool. I've done
I do have one
I've
other
got,
thing I
yeah,
finished.
go. Oh, have you? Another finished?
I just remembered.
Yes.
Um, do you remember I shared the Red Heart Granny Square
Yes.
yarn?
Yes. Oh, cool.
That's a whole ball's worth
Yeah.
of Granny Square, magic Granny Square, no
Yeah.
ends because it automatically changed color. I got pretty good by the end.
Yeah.
Now the ball band said 14 squares. I
Mm-hmm.
got 15
Oh, cool.
and a half.
Right.
Now,
Yeah.
so I've done 15, right? Now, last year for the for our Monday night knitting group, we do a Secret Santa.
Mm.
And I got gifted some yarn. And
Mhm.
I was thinking in the back of my brain, that yarn looks, I vaguely remember it was the same colors, but I thought maybe it was just like a variegated.
Mhm.
So I thought that'd be perfect. I'll do like in between squares out of that.
Yep.
So I pulled this variegated yarn out.
Mhm.
It's the same yarn,
No way.
the exact same yarn. Look,
So someone has been overseas and got that,
well, no. So
or
this
they've
was
just got it
Spotlight Mill
quickly.
Ends. Sorry, I didn't
Oh,
explain that. It was Spotlight Mill Ends. It was a bag of Spotlight Mill Ends
oh, perfect
from the
colors.
same mill.
And how is that crocheting up? Have you started?
I've started that one. It's not crocheting up. It's the repeats must be slightly smaller.
Yeah.
So
So it's
I'm
almost variegated. It'll be a nice difference in between.
no,
No?
I'm going to math it and make it work
Yeah.
because I am me. So like this one, like I took out some extra loops in the last one and I've come up
Mm.
starting in the next one, whereas these ones I took out loops so that I had enough to sew them together.
Yeah.
So I'm still deciding what to do with that.
Yeah.
Whether to, I mean, I'm going to have to get some white yarn to attach them all anyway. So maybe I get some white yarn and then finish that because the
Yeah.
rest is pretty good.
Yeah.
I don't know. Watch this
Cool.
space. Nothing's going to happen anytime soon because I've got to finish this sweater. But
Yeah.
yeah,
And move
but
house.
that was a cool coincidence.
That
Very
was a
cool.
cool coincidence.
Yeah. Yeah. Amazing.
That's brilliant. Really good.
Yes. That's it. That's all I finished.
Well, I haven't finished anything. Oh, apart from I did a bit of spinning. But
Oh, yes.
so my finished spinnings are these. So
Ooh,
those were my Rolex. Yep, so I just plied them now. So that's how that's looking.
nice.
I'm not sure what I'm doing with that. Seems to be a color theme here.
Mm,
Yeah, I still have quite a few left of my
mm,
Rolex and my little my combo spin bag, but I
yeah.
think I might do something
If you
different for a
finish
while.
them,
Hmm?
oh, you're going to do something different. Okay.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
I need a rest. I need a change. My
Fair.
what's very cool is my hand spinning cubby hole is not chock-a-block full anymore.
Oh, nice.
It will be when I put these in and maybe another one or two. Then it'll be chock-a-block again. But I quite like having some space in there. It's like, oh, I can spin and put it away.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, so
Um,
that's my spinning.
well, I mean, you guys kind of saw this, but I did some spinning at Magic Camp.
Yes, yeah, that's cool.
This is so fabulous. This
It
is
is.
the first time I've done like a proper art yarn. It's the first time I've ever spun thick and thin.
Oh,
Apparently, I'm a natural.
excellent.
And I did, this is called, what did he call it? Fishnet yarn.
Mhm.
Yeah. And so you do like this back and forth over the thick bits. This is a pretty good example.
Oh,
You
yeah,
do like back and forth over the thick bits to create it looking like fishnet.
yeah, that's so
Oh,
cool.
this is a better one.
Yeah, that's really cool.
I haven't washed it yet. It's meant to poof up a bit.
Hmm.
But yeah, I'm absolutely thrilled with that. I
Yeah,
want to make more. I haven't because in order to make more, I need a bigger flyer for my
right.
wheel with the bigger hole to
Yeah.
allow the big fat stuff through.
Hmm.
And I've ordered one. So
Oh,
that put me over the edge to get. So I had borrowed one from Sue.
yeah.
I borrowed her flyer. Something just beeped in my house. Things beep in my house all the time because my husband loves smart tech. Freaks me out. Um, so I made the decision, the very difficult decision that given that we are downsizing a little bit, I'm getting rid of my Ashford traditional. I know, I love it, but I'm not selling it for nothing. I'm going to get a good price for it because it's a limited edition colorway.
Hmm.
Color lacquer. I don't know. Wood color. Wood. I don't know. Which is why I love it. But I have already sold my double drive.
Wow.
So that is being picked up this weekend and she's paying cash. So I'm going to put that straight in my wallet for Woolfest and that's going to be my Woolfest money.
Nice, nice.
But it has paid for my overdrive, my my Marchcraft wheel upgrade, so I'm happy about that.
Cool.
What else did we do?
I think that's fine because I only have 2 spinning wheels, my little electric one and my Aura.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
that's all I need. I
It's
don't
nice to
need,
have others if you've got space.
I'm not going to have space, and my husband hates it, so he doesn't hate it. He hates having things that aren't being used in the house.
Right.
So it's a wheel that I bring out maybe once a year, twice a year. On a sunny day, I put it out on the deck and spin. I'm not going to have a deck to spin on in the new place. And I don't think I'm going to have room for it. So,
And you've still got your other one, so
yeah.
yeah.
So the other thing we did, we only did we did 3 spinning classes. 3? Yes, we did 3.
You did your linen. Oh, you flax.
Flax? Yes, hemp.
Hemp. That's right.
I spun hemp. I'll show you that. This is what I made.
Was that hard on your hands?
No, it was fine. And compared to flax, which we spun flax last year, way easier. So I would highly recommend giving hemp a go if you can get some. It's very easy to spin.
And how does it feel like? What do you use it for?
I would probably recommend using it for something like weaving, like a warp. I think it'd make an amazing warp that you could then use with like some art yarn or something. Or like tea towels. If you're making tea towels or something, you could then use cotton on the weft.
Yeah.
You could ply it with wool and see what happens.
Yeah.
You can combine it with wool. You could like use combs to combine it with wool or cotton. This was what it looks like unspun.
Oh, cool. Yeah.
So I've still got more to play with. That's unprocessed. Well, it's not unprocessed, but it's like very low processing. It was really dirty. So we all were told to bring aprons, and our aprons were filthy. And that was my first class of the weekend, and my apron was filthy for the rest of the weekend, but that's okay. And then we got to spin the processed hemp, which is bleached and just so soft and beautiful. Like this feels like a long wool. Trying to think of like Arapawa or something, it's quite soft, but it's very slippery. So at first it was quite hard to spin, whereas this was really easy to spin because it grips on itself.
Because it was so mucky.
Yeah. And yeah, plenty of VM got spun into this, but so that one is the plain and the brown one and the unprocessed spun together. So I would say I've spun maybe half of that. So I was thinking I'd spin this and then ply it on itself, spin this and ply it on itself, and maybe do something with like a gradient,
Cool.
like warp up a gradient or something.
Nice.
Do something. I don't know. Anyway, that was really fun. What else? We did weaving, backstrap weaving.
That's right. Yeah.
But that was a very slow class. Which was kind of a nice change of pace, to be honest, because the other classes are very full on, but I was kind of like ho-hum into it. So yeah, I did some backstrap weaving.
Yeah.
Unfortunately,
quite a lot done.
Yeah, unfortunately, I spent the first hour doing it thick, without drawing it in. You're meant to like pull it tight. So this is how a weaver does backstrap. This is how you're meant to do it. She came around and she was like, do you weave? She says, you've done a beautiful job. It's lovely and even. It's the wrong thing. But anyway, so we got these cool heddles,
Hmm.
which I'm going to be able to use in conjunction with my inkle loom.
Oh, of course, yeah, because it's kind of
So
similar-ish.
yeah, and what it has is, see how it has the longer slots there. Well, they're actually shorter than those ones. They're the pattern rows, and so you can have 5 pattern rows that you can then like. So that's made the X and the O by
Mm,
just manipulating which one goes on top and which
mm,
one goes underneath. So I'm excited about that, but it's going in the after we move pile.
yeah, right. I pressed record too quickly.
That's okay. That's
They might be
okay.
rustling.
All good. All good. So
We,
the last class we did
oh
was with
yes.
Susie Brown,
Ah, that's
and
right.
we made this gorgeous little thing,
Nothing.
little folio thing. Um, and what we did was we all got 5 bits of fiber in
Hmm.
the same colors. So sorry, 5 different colors, but we all got the same colors. We were told to split each color in
Yeah.
half, put half aside. Grab 2, whichever 2. So I chose pink and purple. Surprise, surprise.
Hmm.
And then blend it.
Oh.
So we did 3 passes through the what do you call that? The drum carder. We
Hmm.
did 3 passes through the drum carder, and that's the color I got. Right?
Yeah.
So then I split that in half, put that half aside, added half of another color. That's what I got.
Oh. Oh, so it was like a lesson in blending.
Yeah, so it was a lesson in blending, but also like at any point, so I ended up using all 5 colors. Here's my last lot. I did it backwards. If at any point you say, oh, I really like this color,
Mm.
you can back calculate how to make that blend,
Mm.
because we'll say, let's just do easy math back here. Like for this one, say, oh, I really want to make that again. You use 50% of that, 25% of that, 25% of that.
Oh,
So you can work out
yeah.
what that's made of.
Wow, that's pretty cool.
And so then you can say you got like a few different colors from Ashford,
Yes.
which are standard colors. You could work out what blends you like to
Mm.
make your perfect color and your perfect blend, and
Yeah.
then order exactly how much you need
Yeah.
to make like a sweater's lot.
Yeah. That's cool.
Pretty cool. Yeah,
That's really cool.
I cannot tell you how much fun I had. I was so happy in this class. I was just like, oh,
All
and
the back, all the back.
I know. And we had bling as well.
Nice.
And I didn't use it because I wanted to focus on the color, because I always add bling to everything.
Yeah.
So the last piece of that is to spin it
Mm.
and make a swatch. So I've done that. I've spun them all. Didn't do that in class, did that afterwards, but
Mhm.
I haven't finished my swatch. So I've done 2. But you can see that is quite different to that.
Yeah, it's a lot darker.
Yeah, and so it's hard to capture the colors, but when I'm finished my thing, I'll take photos outside and
Mhm.
put it on my Instagram so you can see what it looks like. But yeah, like I've also kept the sample of the spun yarn
Oh,
there.
yes.
You can see
Oh,
what it looks like
it's a bit,
spun, and
yeah, and it makes sense because when you spin yarn, it does look different from the fluff, doesn't it? I mean,
yeah,
it's more intense, or all like the it's quite different.
yeah. So
Mm.
like I've spun my yarns
Mm-hmm.
ready to knit. But yeah, I haven't knit them. So yeah, that was really, really cool. And very like methodical, and
Mm.
I really enjoyed the math side of that. And the last thing we did in that class, like this was the best class in the world. We made tiny, tiny little rollags because
Mm.
we were using a carder that was only this wide.
Oh, is this the super secret one?
Super, super secret
Not allowed to
carder
talk about it,
that we're not allowed to talk about.
but
Well,
it's
they
a little
asked us
harder.
they asked us not to show pictures. I'm not showing pictures. We're not showing pictures. But it's a teeny tiny carder and I want one. Look at these tiny little Rolex. They're the cutest things in the world. So what we did was we like painted the the carder
Mhm.
and then just rolled it off on like a bit of dowel.
Yeah, that's cute.
This I put all the glitter in that.
Yeah, I can see. Yeah,
My restraint just went out the window for that one. So that's on my to spin list. Yeah.
nice. Cool. That sounds like a really fun class. Like
It was
really,
really,
yeah. I quite wouldn't mind a little baby Carter too.
I actually have a little baby Carter.
Mhm.
It's the old Ashford mini Carter.
Is it that big?
It's about this big.
Mm.
So it's comparable.
Mm,
Um, the idea with using a smaller Carter is that you can do like sampling more
right.
versus with a big Carter to get that sort of result, you need to put a lot of fiber on it. So yeah, it's mm.
Mm. I'm saying I'd quite like a baby Carter. I've never played with a Carter at all.
Oh,
So,
well, you would have had
maybe
heaps of fun.
maybe I need an enormous Carter. Who knows?
I mean, you could start small.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, depending on how much the new baby Carters are, I might have a medium, a little Ashford for sale soon.
I'm gonna get one. Maybe I'll get one of the new ones, hey?
Oh, dang it. So that's all my spinning.
That's
Yeah.
cool.
It,
Very
it
cool.
was a lot. Yeah.
I'm feeling like I need to spin some more, but as I'm saying, I'm quite enjoying knitting with my spinning. I'm
Yeah.
knitting something else with my spinning as well at the moment.
Yep.
Um, I've cast on a shawl. I've got actually cast on two shawls. Um, oh look, I
You,
just happened to be in
you
the middle of
said
a
you'd
row.
cast on a few things.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I've cast on two shawls, and then I made my mittens and my cardigan really. Um, but this going to do your head in because I'm right in the middle of a row, and I just put it back in the bag.
You're a monster.
I know, I know. I've got in my library, I've got this pattern, and I can't remember what it's called offhand, but I'm basing this on that. And it's
Mhm.
basically a garter triangle, and then it's got like maybe three or four feather and fan bits after
Mhm.
it. So I'm kind of thinking that's where I'm going with it, but I'm just making it up.
Cool.
I'm using this is it so far. I'm
Mm.
loving these fun colors. I'm doing a stripe of this is not my
That's
hex
like a
one.
zebra. That's a
Yeah.
zebra one. Yeah.
Oh, I can't remember who made it, but it was a lady who um was friends with the Prosper Yarn lady.
Mm.
And I got it as part of
Union fiber.
I can't remember. It was part of I think her Ukraine colors or something. So it's
Oh,
a
that wasn't the Strawberry Patches one, was it? Strawberry Patches did a Ukraine color.
no, it wasn't because I can see the little tag over there and it's not strawberry. It's just a little
Anyway,
brown one. I think it's just when she just started. Anyway, it's
right.
merino
Yep.
full ply. It's very nice. It's beautifully soft. And then this is my my coarse spun spiral plied that from
Annette,
Annette from
Twisted Sisters.
Twisted Sisters. Yeah, so I'm striping. I
Mhm,
obviously have got not as much of this as this. This is fatter than this. I'm
mhm.
doing it on 4mm needles. Um, well, these are some of those ones with the fancy wood pretty color ones. I don't know. I
Ooh.
must have got them from Spotlight or something.
No,
No, the
they're
pros.
knit,
Knit
yeah,
pro?
they're knit pros. Yeah.
Yeah, are they not fancy? They're just fancier than my
No, no, they're still fancy.
I know that they're fancier than my AliExpress what 10
I would
pairs
say
for
no, then
$5.
I would say no, they're not from Spotlight, is what I
I
would
know,
say.
no.
Yeah.
Although I think they're selling Spotlight selling Knit Pro now, I think.
Do they? I know they
Yeah.
sell Addy.
Yeah, they're selling Knit Pro as well.
Huh. I don't go to
And I
Spotlight.
did notice the other day when I just went for a wander through, um, when Andrew was up at the shops doing shopping for him, I was, I'll just wander through Spotlight and see after. I didn't buy anything.
Good girl.
Anyway, that's beside the point. Um, I to make it go because there's only about 280 meters here.
Mhm.
I thought, well, to make it go for further, I'll stripe it, and then I thought I could do the end bit of whatever that wavy thing's going to look like in just the yellow.
Cool.
But yes, this is how it's coming. I have been knitting it, and because I'm at home, it's easier to knit bigger things in meetings. So this has been my meeting knitting today. That's why it's halfway through because it's like, oh yeah, finished. But yeah, I'm really, really loving it. I'm liking how it's turned out. It's like it's got lots of blobby bits, which I quite enjoy.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, the texture's gorgeous. I mean, both yarns are so super soft.
Mm.
Yeah,
And
it's just,
that yellow's giving it like some structure too, because yeah, it's like
yeah.
mm.
It's it's
Cool.
just straight one there, one there. There we go. So that's my just knit one. This one is almost kind of like a knit one as well. Oh, I've finished. I had this one. This one. I haven't stopped halfway.
You
Um,
finished your row.
could also be a faded. Sorry, a Stephen Westshall.
There's no crime against knitting all the Stephen West
I
shawls.
don't know. And these are my China. What do you call them? China Moon, is it?
Oh,
Or
Lantern Moon.
Lantern Moon. Yeah.
How are they
Um,
going?
love them.
Good.
I'm use any excuse to use them. Um, I can't use them on dark yarn though, because they're dark.
No. Mm.
Mm. Anyway, this is the faded undulation, I
Hmm.
think it is. So it's a, a cross one. It's a bias shawl. Yeah.
Yep.
So there we go. I've just started section 3, my third lot of it's feather and fan.
Yeah, it's really pretty.
Yeah. Oh, I'm using my yarn that I was using for my Tunisian shawl that I decided I didn't like anymore.
Fair
Um,
enough.
which is all of my minis from last Christmas. Um, which ones? Well, obviously it's not the sweet shop ones, it's the other ones I had.
Yeah. Ah, it wasn't Dye Studio 54, was it? No.
Yes,
Was it?
yes.
Okay,
She
there
was
you
in
go.
Dunedin, wasn't she? I
Okay.
talked to her in
Yes.
Dunedin.
Yes,
Yes.
she was. Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, so it's hers. So there's 6 of each. So I've
Cool.
just yeah, and I'm just striping alternately. So I think I've just started a new color on one of the balls. I'm using my Pac-Man needle.
I
My
love that. So
these
cool.
things, whatever they're called. I'm tired and I have no words. Whatever these things are called, it's my Pac-Man
Stitch
ones.
markers.
My stitch markers are my Pac-Man ones. And
Yep.
this is a very nice, easy to knit shawl because it's garter as well.
Yep.
And then it's just like the pattern is like like it's an 8-row repeat kind of thing. And then you
Perfect.
just have to add a bit more when you get enough stitches to do another repeat.
Yep. Yep.
Mm.
Yep.
I've just
So
started.
you increase until you get enough for the pattern repeat.
Yeah, so you can see there. So that's
Yeah.
like that's where you can see
The yarn over pattern repeat. Yeah.
the holy bits are, and this is flat. And then
Yeah.
later, oh, it's got holy bits, and
And
then it's got
then,
more holy bits.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah. That's cool. I
yeah.
like it.
So faded undulation, I got inspired because I quite enjoy watching the Happy Knitting podcast. It's one that
Mhm.
I've been watching for years, and I really like her. She's really nice. She's a German lady who lives in
Hmm.
London, and she was knitting on it. So I was like, oh, quite like that. I shall start. There we are. That's my knitting.
Very good.
I have been crocheting too, but it's just granny squares, and it's not in any state to show off. It
Fair
shortly will
enough.
be though, I think, because it's about this big now.
So you're doing join as you go?
Not no. I've done a load of granny squares though. Every so often I do them, and I'm just putting them together at the moment. Yeah.
Right.
So that's that one. And then I'm doing another granny square, which is just a big granny square,
Nice.
which is about that big at the moment. And that's my hand spun, my old hand spun. That's,
Nice.
some a bit wiry.
While
And
you
some
were
of the
learning,
yeah. So, and then
yeah,
I'm holding it together with some other hand spun that I've kind of got the ends of, and using a big crochet hook for that. But I'm doing every so often, I'm doing something different, and it's not just a granny square.
yep.
Yeah.
Oh, so you do like a pattern row or something.
Yeah.
Oh,
Or a
cool.
ridge row or something. I talking to Andrew about how big should it be, and he reckons it should be like a giant one, like one that you would
Just
laugh at
one big
because it was
giant.
so
Yeah,
enormous.
yeah.
I'll see.
Make it big enough for your bed.
Yeah,
That would
maybe
be cool.
it would be
One
cool.
granny square.
Yeah.
Have you bought anything?
Oh,
This,
oh,
oh,
actually, yes, I have the yarn on a cone. I bought some yarn on a cone.
oh, cool.
Mm.
Ooh. But you're going to be buying this weekend, right?
Yeah,
Do you want to tell us why you're going to be buying this weekend?
because I'm going to Wellington. And there seems to be a fibre festival on this weekend, I believe, in Upper Hutt. So I just might catch the train from the city where I'm staying, to have a wander around.
That'll be so fun. Is
That's
it
a
just one day?
Yes, it is. So it's like a Woolfest but Wellington. It's
Yeah.
the Creative Fibre groups down there that are
Oh,
hosting.
so it's actually Creative Fibre Run.
Mm, yeah.
Ah,
Yes, I'm
they
quite
call it Capital Fest, don't
Capital
they?
Fest, I think so. I'm looking forward to it because there'll be different people there, and um, yeah, it's nice to go somewhere different for a change.
Yeah. Oh, please excuse me. Whew. I actually haven't done any shopping this fortnight,
Oh,
but I made a purchase probably back in February
yeah,
for a place in Australia that doesn't ship to New Zealand.
right.
So I
So
got
then
it
it
sent.
arrived at your mum and dad's, and they brought it with them.
You're onto it. Um, One of the reasons I ordered is downstairs. I forgot to bring it up, but my husband thinks I'm completely ridiculous, but it's sock blocker. It's three sizes of sock blockers
Yeah.
that hang on one coat hanger.
Oh,
So it's a coat hanger with six loops that you can hang your sock blockers on.
right.
So yeah, I'll show you next time you're over. Very cool. I'm very happy with it. But, I couldn't just buy that. I had to buy some yarn as well.
Yeah.
Just, it's nonsensical not buying yarn. So first thing I got was some Rico designs.
Oh, that's nice.
It's called Socks Sprinkly Stripy.
I like that.
Yeah, merino. It's just like a sock yarn.
Mm.
I actually don't know where this is made. I'll read. Germany.
Mm.
And it's a Okotex 100 standard. So that means that the nylon is responsible nylon.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, it's not virgin nylon,
Mm.
from what I understand. Oh, it's also sorry?
Great colors.
Yeah, it's also mulesing free. So it's quite a responsible yarn. Yeah, really cool. So
That
that's
came
what it
from
looks like.
Germany on a plane. Yeah.
Yeah, I know. And then went to Australia and then went to New Zealand. So there's nothing responsible about my yarn
No,
purchase.
you can't be
Um,
fully responsible. You do what's in your control.
that's right. That's right. And that's not why I bought it. Okay, so the next one is by a company called Parkour Kitties. This is from Singapore.
Oh,
So
cool.
this is from the shop called Stitchy Witches that only ships within Australia.
Mhm.
But she gets these amazing yarns, international yarns.
That's
So
cool. Cool
she
colors.
doesn't, yeah, really neon. So she doesn't actually have a shop front. It's just online, and she goes to all of the yarn festivals.
Mm. Talking about neon, I understand that Marina's having some glow in the dark neon yarn. I'm so
It's
looking forward to that.
neon neps.
Yeah.
I was telling her all the colors to dye.
Okay.
She was asking me, she was like, what should I'm really looking forward to it, but I don't know how to dye it. And I was like, well, I would dye it in this color, this color, this color. And I was looking on her page, telling her which
High
of her colors.
colors.
And I was like, purple, hot pink,
Light green.
bright lime green, bright blue. Yeah, neon frog. And her latest one that she dyed for herself,
Mm.
that's like blue and purple,
Yeah.
and it's got a little splash of the greeny color aqua in it. And I told her that she should call that blurple. Because as soon
Nice.
as I saw it, I was like, that's blurple. And so she's gonna name it blurple in my honor.
Excellent.
So I got one more yarn thing. This is from Felt Fusion, who is in the UK, I believe.
Oh,
More
nice.
yarn.
Oh, I like that.
So that's a sock set. So I believe it's stripy. It has like micro stripes.
Yeah.
It's called, the colorway is Supernova.
Cool.
Yep. So yeah, I'm Crazy Sock Lady is doing her summer sock camp,
Hmm.
and this year's theme is 90s neon.
Oh, I didn't know they had neon in the 90s. I thought it was an 80s thing. It's
No, no.
fluoro in the 80s. And isn't
Yeah,
fluoro and
no.
neon the same thing?
I mean, I don't know.
You know, your generation copied my generation. What can I say?
Well, I mean, it all blends into one anyway. But I always think of like the hypercolor t-shirts. Do you remember them?
No.
Okay. Hypercolor t-shirts were the ones that were heat reactive.
Oh,
So
yes.
they'd be like bright pink and you'd put your hands on
Yeah.
t-shirt and it would come up bright blue.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah.
but yeah, I had a lot of neon stuff. I had like neon overalls and
Wow.
jelly sandals, which now I wish I had again.
Yeah.
They were clear and glittery and would
You
look
know, there's a
fabulous.
place in Australia that sells those.
Yeah, they're pretty expensive.
Yeah. Hannah's here had something similar for a while. Oh, they had some of theirs actually. I may have bought some and worn them to death.
What I would really like is a pair of clear, glittery gumboots.
Yes, I've seen those on Instagram. Don't they look
Yeah.
so good with your hand knit socks? Yes, me too. I want some too. So, that's one good thing. One thing about Wellington is it seems to be the shoe shopping capital as well as the capital. There's often a lot of good shoe shops.
Well, it's a fashion capital, isn't it? It's like the art and everything.
Yeah.
I just want to show you one more thing from my order.
Okay.
Um, she's so fabulous. So the last time I ordered was because I couldn't get to Bendigo,
Mhm.
right? She sent me a little note to say, this is, enjoy not going to Bendigo or whatever.
Mhm.
And so she remembered me.
Mhm.
She sent me a little note that says, so lovely to see you again, Kylie. Thanks so much for returning as always. Hope you had a great start to the year. Yay to the sock knitting. Hope you'll like the something. Hope you'll like the
The blockers?
blockers. That's what it says, the blockers. And she's included,
Oh, cool.
look, and there's a
That's cool.
cape, Kylie, and a little sock,
Yeah,
and that's Barbie,
nice.
and a little alpaca
Oh, cool.
knit thing, and some
That's
stickers, and the best. I haven't even opened these, but I have to. I should have opened them. The best needle and stopper things.
mhm.
It
What
says
other?
caffeine and kindness.
Nice. That's so cool.
It's like she knows me. It's bizarre. But it's like such a pleasure to shop with her. So I wish she shipped to New Zealand, but
It
I
makes it
have
more
ways and means.
special though, doesn't it?
It's true. It's very special
Yeah.
to get. Yeah, like my mum came over and she was like, "And here's your package," you know. Thanks, mum.
I have had something in the mail.
Ooh.
I think you had something in the mail.
Oh, I did too. I forgot about it.
So this is the Handmaiden Fibre Club for the month,
Hmm. Hmm.
and it's a sock blend of wool and nylon. MV wool. What does MV? MW. So it must be.
Machine washable.
Oh, okay. It does. You can kind of feel that is. You know how it
It's
just feels
very
a bit
fine.
different. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's almost squeaky.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, so some sock fiber. I quite like it. It's going to be quite light, I think, with just pops because there's a lot of white
Yeah.
in it. But
It'll
then
be
there's
like
also some quite dark bits.
I think
Yeah,
it'll be like this, quite white with pops. Yeah.
yeah. I suppose depending on how you spin it.
Yeah.
Yep, so that was our May club.
To me, that kind of it's a bit candy corny.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. The colours with the orange and stuff on it.
Mm. Mm.
Mm. Oh.
Mm.
I did get some yarn on a cone as well, but I've put that away. I had to
Fair
hide
enough.
it. I had to hide it away because it smelled quite woolly and it was going up Andrew's nose. One of them
Yeah.
was a Shetland wool,
Ooh.
and it's a beautiful green of like
Mm.
a 3 to 4 ply. And I got like 400 grams for $10 or $12. Because I'd never heard of this place before. I got quite excited looking at
Is it
everything.
yarn on cones?
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's where I bought some yarn at the Pukekohe um spin in earlier this year. I
Mm.
bought enough yarn on cone to make a sweater on my machine, which
Mm.
been touched in ages.
Yeah.
Yes, I have a knitting machine in my bedroom.
I got some grey. I can't remember what the grey is. It might be an alpaca and something blend.
Ooh.
Um, and I knitted some up and I gave it a good wash. And it feels quite nice.
Hmm.
Mm.
Did you swatch?
No, no, I just knitted some up to see how it felt.
Right.
I wanted to know if I could wear it on my skin or not, or
Fair
whether it
enough.
was because maybe it's not alpaca because it's quite toothy feeling.
Oh,
I can't remember what it's called. I can't remember what I bought now,
what you ordered.
what I ordered, but I spent like maybe $30 and got a load of yarn.
That's cool. That's awesome.
I thought it'd be quite good because it's quite thin. It could be
Mm.
held together with something, or I don't know. I don't know. No ideas. Yeah.
Sounds like a problem for future Jill.
I think so. Definitely.
Well, you've got to finish your packing.
Yes. Start my packing. I've just got everything on the bed at the moment. I was saying to Carly before we started chatting that I think going to fibre festivals is the hardest thing to dress for because you want to show off all of your stuff.
It's high stakes packing.
It is high stakes packing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Luckily I did, even though I'm only going for 2 days, I did pay for luggage. So I could take all of my knits. I just can't wear them all.
You could look like some crazy lady. You could take them all and then like every hour change your outfit
Yeah.
and see if anyone notices.
What I have noticed is my shawls and my jumpers don't really go.
Oh, that's a shame.
Yeah, but I'm just making them go. It's fine. I mean, it doesn't matter, does it?
Well, it just sounds like you need to knit more shawls and jumpers.
Well, exactly. I mean, luckily, that's what I am doing. Because
Problem solved.
I was thinking, I was like, God, that if that cardigan was finished now, that would look good right now.
Oh well, that can be your Woolfest cardigan
It could be, yes.
because Woolfest is in 2 weeks as well.
Yes. Yes. I'm unsure if I'm going to make it.
Oh, fair enough.
Yeah, I'll see how I go.
Well, you are going to a fibre festival this weekend, so
That's right. Yeah. Yes, I'll see. Mm. Well, I didn't go last year to Woolfest either.
well, I didn't either. I was in Australia last year,
Me too. We met in Melbourne.
but was I in Australia
Yes.
for Woolfest?
Oh
Yes,
no,
I was in.
yes,
I
were.
was. I
Yes.
was in Sydney then.
Yes.
Yeah.
It was the week after that we caught up, and it was the week after.
Yeah.
No, it wasn't.
No, it was July. We caught up in Melbourne
That's right.
because
Yeah.
I had 2 trips to Australia last year.
Uh,
3.
Such a jet setter.
I went on my own in May. That's what it was. I
Oh,
went over because I'd just finished all my shift work and mum and dad wanted to see me because they hadn't seen me in months.
oh yeah.
That's what
Nice.
it was. Yeah, I did. I went to Australia 3 times last year. Whoops. I'm only going to go once this year.
Mm.
At this stage.
Oh, only halfway through the year.
Yeah, but we're also going to Raro, so that's enough.
Yeah.
That's both school holidays. That's the next 2 school holidays covered. So yeah. Plus we're buying a house, so that kind of the budget, the what do you call it? The purse strings are gonna tighten, I can tell you. Yeah.
Might as well enjoy it while you can then.
No, the purse strings have
Oh,
already
that's
tightened.
good.
I've already told my husband I'm not putting anything at Woolfest on the card.
Wow.
Yeah.
No more mini carder for you.
I know. True. It's true. I won't be able to afford one. But I do have birthdays and Christmases, so
That's true, yeah. Yeah.
mm,
But
mm,
you're a Christian.
yeah. Yeah. Anyway, we are rambling.
We
Thank you for
we
watching.
kind of rambled a bit tonight, I think.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh,
It's one
excellent.
of those
Okay.
nights.
I shall try and get this up before I go tomorrow. So then it's
Awesome.
there for the weekend.
Cool. That sounds
Oh.
good. All right. Well, hopefully we'll see each other at Woolfest, but if not,
Yes.
we'll record after Woolfest
Okay, cool.
at some point in my new house.
Nice. Cool. We can, ooh, that's a different background.
Yeah. Goodbye, house. Goodbye, bedroom background. I have a plan for the new place.
Cool. Okay.
All right.
Ka kite ano.
Ka kite ano.